overeating. Anyone falling into a trap where they're just mindlessly eating, and then next thing you know, you've eaten like 20 times more than you intended or wanted. It's been a rough time. You're not alone. A lot of people are just eating to make themselves feel better. You know, you want a quick hit of something to make you feel good. So you get that bag of chips and then you just start this motion. You know the motion? Just hand to mouth, making it into your mouth, ingesting it. And then you look up, you think you've taken one breath and the bag is nearly gone. You're like, I don't even remember eating it. Or ice cream, you go, like you have one scoop. You're standing at the fridge, which you don't think is as bad, and you take one scoop. You're like, I'm just gonna have one. And then you keep going. It's so easy to overeat and then feel that shame and that guilt. And then you realize you didn't even enjoy it. It wasn't even fun. So you don't feel good in your body. Then you beat yourself up. And that is just not how you want to feel. I'm going to guess. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's not how you want to feel. You want to feel good in your body, good in your brain. And that's also what I try to help women over 40 do. I'm Kelly Page, if we haven't met. I'm a health and nutrition coach for women over 40. And I try to make them feel better in their mind and body. And overeating is not something that can help. So I want to give you some quick tips today on how you can potentially avoid that whole overeating, the whole mindless eating thing, so you can feel good. How's that sound? All right. Number one, this is one of the biggest things I talk about with all of my health coaching clients, no matter what your goals are. But you gotta plan your meals. Number one, plan them, plan it out. When we don't plan, we get into a habit of just grabbing something on the go that's not as good for us, or just eating something out of stress. But when you plan your meals, literally the recipes you're going to make, or even if you're not going to do a recipe, you're just going to heat some food. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be an elaborate Julia Child 7-course meal, but you're just going to plan out what you're going to eat. You're going to plan out when you're going to eat. And when you do that, there's less, should I eat that? Should I not? And I'm going to have those, oh my God, I'm starving. When you get into that starving place, you want to eat more, right? But when you're eating regularly, it's set up. It's set up. It also frees up your mind. Oh my gosh, how much time and mental space do we spend on thinking about what we're going to eat and when? Like, well, maybe I'll eat this then, or maybe I'll have that snack and then you just are constantly talking to yourself about your food. I don't know about you, but I don't want to think about food that much. I just don't. It's not that interesting. I do like food, but I don't want to think about it 24/7. And then if you're trying to lose weight or just, tweak some of your eating habits, it just feels like it's this constant heaviness on you. So plan your meals. Plan what you're going to eat, when you're going to eat. And then it's set up so you don't have as much as that mindless thing. Okay, you're going to plan. The other thing you're going to do, so important, this is a huge thing I work with my coaching clients on, is balancing your meals. And when I say balance, I don't mean, carrying the plates and all of that. I mean making sure you have the right balance of ingredients on your plate. And what that means is a healthy fat, healthy protein, and a healthy fiber. Those are all the 3 things you want on your plate, and that's going to help you with any food cravings. Fat is going to make you fill up. Don't be afraid of fat, ladies. Healthy fat is so good for your meal. It's going to fill you up so you're not going to want to snack later. It's also good for your brain health. It's good for hormones and sleep and all these things. And protein. A lot of the women I work with don't eat enough protein. I know I wasn't eating enough protein for a while. You want to eat enough protein. Protein gives you energy. It also helps fill you up. That fat protein combo, it's going to fill you up. It's going to keep your blood sugar stable. And then the fiber for some nutrient-rich, nutrient-dense vegetables, those are going to help fill you up. So when you put the veggies, the protein, the healthy fat on, it's going to stabilize your blood sugar. And when your blood sugar is stabilized, you don't feel the need to overeat and eat an hour after you just ate, or snack on high fatty. There's good fat and bad fat. I think you know Oreos are bad fat, avocados good fat. So when you keep the sugar stable, when you're eating the protein, the healthy fat, the good veggies, you're not going to have the cravings. The cravings are going to go away because the hunger hormone signal is shut off. You have fed it. So that's so important. I spend weeks on just getting those 3 things right for people, because it makes all the difference in how you sleep, the energy you have, energy you don't have if that's not quite right. So how to avoid overeating? You're going to plan your meals. You're going to plan what you eat, when you eat. You're going to balance your meals. You're going to put healthy fat, fiber, and protein on your meals. Each plate you have. You're going to plate your meals. Plate it. What I mean is you put it on a plate and then you go sit down and eat it. That might sound obvious, but how many times have we stood at the fridge and just like, I'm just going to pick at these things. And when you pick, it kind of gets away from you how much you're eating. And then you can overeat. And then you've kind of eaten a whole meal between your meals. Yeah. Or we stand at the freezer, like, I'm just going to do a scoop of this ice cream or a chocolate or a thing. And when you stand, you feel like, well, I'm not having a meal, right? I'm just standing here. Yeah, I've done it. I've told myself the same things. I'm just gonna have a little thing. And you lose track of your quantity super fast. So if you're gonna eat something, no matter what it is, put it on a plate. Take the plate to a table, sit down in a chair, and eat it. Enjoy it. Because that's the other thing. We don't realize how much we're eating. And then it's also, your digestion works better when you're sitting and you're relaxed. When you're standing there picking, it kind of feels like, I'm just going to sneak this in. No one's going to see, no one's going to know, and it's not a thing, and I need to stop, I can't stop. And this stress builds up, and the stress is not great for digestion. So whatever you decide to eat, take it out of a container. That also includes chips. If you're gonna eat chips, it's not something I recommend, but if you're gonna eat a little snack, put it on a plate. Take it out of the container, put it on a plate, sit down, and enjoy it. And when you sit down and enjoy, it gets to my next point of slowing down. It helps you slow down. It helps you digest. And then you can enjoy it a little more. If you're gonna go for the chip or the chocolate or the whatever, decide, okay, I'm gonna have this because I feel like it and I want it. Ideally, maybe grab 1 chocolate or 2. Plating it helps. Sitting down. And then actually enjoy it. Don't have the shame train running while it's still in your mouth, because why bother if you're gonna have the shame train arrive, right? That's not fair. That's not fun. You just make your decision. I'm going to have this. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to enjoy it. And then you sit there and you take small bites, put it down in between. If you're going to eat something, I always say, put your fork or your knife down in between bites. That allows you enough time to chew it. You get digestive juices flowing when you do that. That helps you digest it better. It helps you feel better. Have a little gratitude for it. Because have you done this where you do the quick eating and then you're just like, why did I do that? And it's not a win for anyone. So plate it, sit down with it, slow down with it, and take one or two pieces of whatever it is and enjoy it. Chew it thoroughly. Have gratitude. And also, when you're eating, it takes time for the message to get to your brain that you're full. So when you eat slowly, your body's like, oh, okay, we're eating. All right, we're moving along. Got it? Okay. Oh, yeah, no, I'm full now. I don't need any more. There's also interesting studies that show you really stop enjoying things a bite or two after. If it's like a sweet or something, salty, sugary, by the fifth bite of the chocolate or the chips, are you really enjoying it? Or are you now just in this zone, this zombie zone where you're just shoveling? You're not enjoying it. Why are you bothering? And you're probably starting the shame cycle already. So that's why plating it, sitting with it, slowing down, appreciating, all of those really help. Another one is removing distractions. When we're watching TV or the news or listening in on a Zoom call, a work call. Man, I did this the other day. Granted, it was with blueberries, but I was listening and oh my gosh, I ate the whole pint of blueberries in one sitting. Again, blueberries aren't horrible, but I was not conscious for most of it because I was paying attention and I couldn't believe what I was hearing. And that can happen when you're watching the news. Like you just can't even take it in. And so you're looking for something that makes you feel better. And again, you're just not paying attention. You're just not aware. So as much as it is avoiding overeating, it's also just being conscious of mindfully eating. Like, oh, I'm choosing to eat this. This is how much I want to eat. Versus afterwards, like, what did I just do? I can't believe that was going to last me all week. Why did I do that in one sitting? Because I wasn't aware. So you're going to slow down, remove distractions. And then I just say, like I tell everyone, just practicing the healthy living behaviors will help you with avoiding overeating. And what I mean by that is, I have like 5 principles of exercise, of sleeping well, eating well, thinking well, and connecting with people and having a purpose. When all of these buckets are full, I know for me, I don't need to reach out to food for comfort because I'm getting filled up by these other things. And also, like, when you start to exercise, do you really feel like overeating when you're exercising? You're like, no, I'm on a plan. I'm feeling good. I've got some energy. Or you connected with a bunch of friends and you're like all filled up. So if you find yourself overeating, look and see what else is going on in your life. Are there holes in it? Are there gaps that you're like, I really want something more? So it's just the act of slowing down, noticing what's going on and what else could be feeding what you really are hungry for, what you really want. That's the key. And those are all things I work with my one-on-one coaching clients with. And if you want to go deeper on all of this, you can learn more at tastingpage.com or send me a message and we can talk more about it. But I hope you found some of these tips helpful and hopefully you can help avoid some overeating and enjoy some more mindful eating. Have a great day.